Turn the Wi-Fi off?
Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. We are fresh home from our trip to the New York City Ballet, where we trained and learned and were humbled and have takeaways like new slippers and cool techniques and tricks to share with you. Lauren will get us through the warm-up and the feet. We'll take care of some loosey-goosey hips and the more strict, straight leg hip mobility-inspired movements. So take it away, Lauren, and we'll talk soon.
Let's get those feet and ankles warmed up by starting in our parallel or sixth position. Light grip on a balance aid, because it's not about balance quite yet. We'll get to that in a second. Let's pull that foot into the demi-point position, bending the toes or the lunge foot, depending on what you're doing. Next, we'll press up to switch feet. Let's just do that 4 more times. Pushing down in the floor to go up, extending the hips to the top, keeping the leg straight as it lowers towards the floor. Last one, and then let's keep that leg bent. Next, let's add a bend in the other knee. Gently bending knee towards over toe. We're gonna push out of this to a straight leg and then do the same press switch we did. Knee bend, stack, stack, press up, switch legs. Again, 4 more times. Knees are both pointed forward. We're stretching the legs at the top. And we're landing as we come down, we're absorbing the floor, landing through the foot and as well through that knee hip. Last one, let's grow up to the point of both feet. And here's where we'll take that hand off the bar and practice our balance. Next, could you look around the room? By 2 different clients this week, I've been told that standing on one foot for 10 seconds will add 10 years to your life. So they say, so practice that balance. Next, let's rotate out those feet and do the same thing. We'll press to the demi-point, and then let's push up and switch feet. And push up and switch feet. And again, at the top, our knees are now pointed to the side. They're nice and straight. Our hips are pushing over top of our feet. And on this one, we'll keep that leg bent, in that demi-point, and we'll bend the other knee. Then we'll press it to tall, press up and switch. Knee bend, absorb the floor. Try to create that diamond-like shape in between your knees as you do this. And up. Let's do this 1 more time on each side. Absorbing the floor through that plie. And press up. Last one. And then this time we'll press up and hold that balance again. So right now we're on 2 feet, only adding 5 years to our life. A study done just now in my head. So don't quote me on it. And then come back to center with straight knees, or heels will come down to the floor. Let's turn those feet back to parallel. Give that a little shake and do 1 forward fold in between our feet. We'll do 1 more foot after this. A chin tuck. Think about flexing. Let's do T-Rex arms. Arms up, blades together. Now think about flexing through that upper rib cage, keeping the shoulder blades together. Then through that brow line. Then that low back. We're trying to stay as tight to the body as we can, rounding out all the vertebrae and coming down towards your forward fold. Once you're here, shift your weight forward in those feet a little bit, and then just let the arms go and dangle. Now let's do similar to our warm-up here. Gently bend your knees, and then try to straighten them in the air and breathe. Let's do that 4 more times. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten, breathing. Each time maybe keeping more of your hand on the floor because those hamstrings are getting used to this length. I don't know, I lost count. That was one thing I learned I definitely was not good at, counting to 8. And then we'll slowly stack ourselves back up. I should say counting to 8 under pressure. Give that a little shake. Let's come back to the bar and go through our pointed and dorsiflex feet. We'll start in that first position, so lightly turn out by squeezing your cheeks. Let's do that again. Back to 6th, parallel feet. Squeeze your butt cheeks, rotate open. Do that 1 more time. Squeeze your butt cheeks, rotate open. Next, point a leg to the front. Then gently flex that foot, pulling the foot towards your shin, driving the heel away. We'll turn in on the leg, rotating it into internal rotation, then rotate open. Point the foot, connecting it to the floor. Do the same thing, roll in on the leg, and then roll open. Keep the toe touching the floor, send the leg to the side and the hips forward. Same thing here, flex the foot. Roll in on the leg, the pelvis doesn't move, roll open. point the foot. Roll in on the leg, rotate open. Now keep that open position, inseam forward, knee straight as your heels come together. One more time, point to the side, flex the foot. Let's just keep that rotation open with a flex foot as we bring it to the front. Point the foot, connect it to the floor. Inseam stays forward as we bring that leg back underneath us. Let's bend our knees, peel our feet up off the floor, and push back up. And one more time, find that balance. Are you looking forward? Can you look to your right? And then can you look to your left? And can you look to the floor? And then back up. Back to center, knees stay straight, slowly descend. Give that a little shake, turn around or switch sides of your room. And let's do that same activity on the other side. So from parallel, rotate open to first, do that 2 more times. You're squeezing your butt cheeks to rotate those legs open. One last time, squeeze and open. Next, we pointed the outside leg to the front. Then we flexed the foot. We rolled in on the leg. We rolled open. We pointed the foot, connected to the floor, knee stays straight. No, we didn't. Stay at the front. Rotate in on the leg. Rotate open. Now keep it connected to the floor. Send it to the side. Here, flex the foot. Roll in. Roll open. Point. Roll in. Roll open. Keep the knees straight as the heels come together. Just one simple point to the side. Flex the foot. Keep the leg open, inseam up as it comes to the front. Reconnect the toe to the floor. And tendu, pulling it back underneath, heels together, knees straight. Then we bent our knees, we peeled up, and we found one more balance, even though I said one more last time. One more. Holding. Maybe shift a little weight to the right foot. And then shift a little weight to the left foot. And then come back to center, knees stay straight, descend. We'll bring those feet together, do one quick core, and then we'll toss it to Ian. Instead of a fold, let's extend, telescoping our body. Long back, then gently forward fold. Walking ourselves to warm up our first plank here. Lots of core as we do these exercises, so let's warm it up. Hands under shoulders, hips tucked. Pull the floor together underneath you like you're rippling it. Breathe. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Brace your abs for 5. Couldn't move you if I tried. 2. Tailbone will tip to the ceiling. Lift your hips. Let's continue warming up those hamstrings by walking the feet to the hands. Keep your hands as flat as you can. And then gently roll yourself up out of that.
And back up to tall.
Back up to tall.
Thank you for the warm-up, Lauren, and we'll continue with those hip openers here, starting a little bit loosey-goosey and then getting a little bit more strict on the rond de jambe styles of things. So start with a hand on the bar and pull up. You could be in that parallel position like me, or turn out to first if you wish. But with the knee facing forward, near that passe position at the knee, open to the side. The headlights of those hips flash forward, but the knee will face the side. Now pull the foot away from the body and bring the knee towards across the body. Then open the knee out to the side and repeat. We're going in and then out, and in and then out. And we'll do a couple more of these as we go through here. Use your hand on the bar as you need. Make that balance another part of today's practice. But right now, focus on those level hips. Last one or two, loosey-goosey, maybe pick up that speed as you can. And then finish with the foot on the knee in the passe position, and then press down, finishing nice and tall. Let's switch. Do the same thing on the other side. So maybe even test yourself in the middle, or Padabori across, and we'll do the same thing, other side now. So pull up, remember, point those toes as you open the knee to the side. Then pull the foot away, it's that internal rotation on the hip, and bring the leg towards across the body, and then open up, knee facing sideways. Keep it slow, keep it strict in regards to those level hips, and that leg that's connected to the floor, squeeze it. Firm butt cheek squeezing for that stability as we gently mobilize this loosey-goosey leg on the other side. And for a couple more here, maybe pick up that pace if that's okay for you, but maintain that stability. Looking awesome there, Lauren, on the one side to enhance that mobility of that gesturing leg. Foot underneath, pull down, finish tall. Now something just a little bit strict that Lauren has gotten into, which is more of that tendu. So open that first position to the side and reach a single leg forward. Pull the heels, keep the heels forward and pull the toes back. Repeat to the side. Pull into the floor. When you reach to the back, lead with the toes, finish with the toes and those straight legs and through, and then to the side, keep those knees straight and pull back in. A little quicker to the front and first and front and first and side and first and side and first and back, and then again to that first side, repeating once more and in. Let's just do that quarter turn, or maybe test yourself without. Yeah, stay there. Quarter turn, maybe face that bar, maybe turn around. Same thing other side. A front tendu, a first. A side tendu, a first. Right to the back and first, and then to the side. Repeat two to the front, tendu. Toes front, heels back. Keep that external rotation in that hip or that turnout as you reach to the side. And then toes back, heel front. Toes back, heel front to the rear, and then to the side for the last two, finishing en croix, finish into first, and then shake it out. Things are getting hot in here. It's gonna get more exciting with the core on the floor, Lauren.
It's getting hot in here. Let's get back to that core on the floor. This time, let's hinge yourself down. So slightly tipping the tailbone to the ceiling, pushing your hips back, keeping your shins vertical. Just lengthen out that the hamstrings by, again, re-tipping the tailbone to the ceiling, verticalizing the shins. Ooh. Then we'll walk ourselves out into that plank position again. Drop the hips, squeeze the cheeks, pull the floor together. This time, if an added bonus is for you, flick the floor away with a single leg, 3 points of contact, 2, 1, switch legs, flick and hold. Let's keep those hips switched square to the floor. Breathing and switching here. Reach long out that foot one more time each side. Feel that length from the butt cheek and the back of the leg, back of the knee. Last one. Then tailbone tips to the ceiling, hips lift. Let's gently bend the knees this time, pushing our hips back to the hinge position and standing up through the hinge to tall.
The temperature is increasing as predicted when you start firing up those core muscles. Take the feet in the first position, arms down low to prepare. Look at a hand as it reaches out to the side, and then back in through center. And just hold in that first position, arms, and hold. And then gently go towards your overhead position, arms, and lengthen out, reaching to the ceiling, but those armpits are pulling down. Then look at a hand of your choice. I choose my right, and then arrive in that second position, arms out to the side. And then reach the fingertips away, bring them in, hands are the last to finish. Repeat to the other side. So I'll look to the other side, back into the front, holding arms in that first position. For something different, just elevate the shoulders, but then commit to pulling them down as the arms go towards overhead again. Can you see those fingertips in the periphery? Then look to the other side. I choose that left. Set that table with those hands, arms in that second position. Then look back, reach to the side wall, and bring through to the first position. And add the shake. Something loosey-goosey, we did that. Now, Lauren, let's get it swinging. What do you think?
Swinging.
Swing them up.
Excellent. Okay, either from your parallel, which is totally appropriate, or that first position, let's start swinging our leg with a straight leg. So reach to the front, brush, reach to the back, brush to the front, brush to the back. Let's do that one more time, and to the back. Now this time let's add a slight bend in the knee, and bend in the knee, and brush, and brush, and brush. As we're doing this, let's try to think about the stability on the other leg, still pointing the foot out the front and the back, and keeping that body on top of our hips for 3, 2, and 1. Land in first. Give that a little shake. Let's repeat on the other side. So even though we have a lot of mobility in that moving leg, everything else is relatively stationary. You might notice that body goes a little bit forward as the leg comes behind you, just for room anatomy-wise, that's okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, standing up tall. Straight leg brush for 3. Brush front and back. And front, try to keep the knee straight. It's so hard when it's behind you. Now let's bring it to the front and add the bend. And add the bend. And bend, and bend. And still hitting the floor. If our mics pick it up, you would hear that swoosh through the center of our foots on the floor. For 3, stability. 2, pointed foot. Oh, last one. And end underneath. Good.
Shaken. Staying at the bar, exploring another bar exercise, a little jeté.
Excellent.
So stand up nice and tall.
I have another swooshy leg if you want it for next time.
Ooh, next time, that sounds
Okay.
good. So hand in that first or low position rather, reach out to the side, look at your book as you open to the first, and then out to the side, and finish tall. Jeté, same coordination as before. We'll go off the floor to the front, return first. To the side, return first. Back. First and side. Now repeat 2. 1 to the front, repeating again. Front. 2 to the side, again. 2 to the back with a straight leg. 2 to the side. And then pull up this time to that coup de pied position. Stand on that full foot if that's for you. Perhaps even test yourself without the bar. And now that's that 10-second single leg drill, perhaps. And to add complexity to it, could you hold that releve? For 3, 2, open the arm to the side. If you can, reach around to that first position. Let's do the same thing on the other side here. You could switch. We could turn around. You could even try it without the bar, but I recommend using the bar. Your feet are in first. You'll reach your hand away, reach back low, to the front, to the side, finish tall. Jeté to the front, toes back. To the side, finish with those pointed toes, to the back, and front, and side, and front, side, and side, back, and back, side, and again. Now pull up. That arm could come low or just right into that first position. Now stand tall. Test the balance, perhaps that releve onto the demi points or those knuckles of the feet, and breathe, and breathe. And then open to the side, return to that first position, and add our shake. Back to Lauren's wiggly legs in a second, but first it's that stiff core on the floor.
That's right. I can't do that any better. So let's just get there. Revisiting that forward fold. Dinosaur arms. T-Rex, I should say. Blades together. Chin tucks. Slowly flexing at the head neck. Then flexing through that upper back, but keep the blades together. That means it's actually the spine and you're not just pretending with your shoulder blades. Then through that lower back, and we're ending up in our full forward fold. Once we're down here, we can extend the arms, and then we'll walk ourselves out. This time, let's put our knees under our hips, our hands under our shoulders, and tuck our toes. From this tabletop-like position, let's pull the floor together and gently hover the knees off the floor. Breathe. Pull your right hand to your left hip without moving. Then pull your left hand to your right hip without moving. Then do both at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, soft landing on knees. Tailbone tips to the ceiling, push the floor forward, sending your hips back into that low squat position. We'll pull ourselves up, and this time we'll repeat, hovering off the floor again. So hover the knees. Let's pull in parallel, right to right, pull. Left to left, pull. Right to right, left to left at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2. Tailbone stays tipped up to the ceiling as the hips lift. Let's walk our hands back to our feet and then slowly unfold ourselves all the way up to tall. Your head should be last to land on top of your body as you come all the way back up.
Whew. Bar time, core time, port de bras time. Let's stand in a second position here. Arms down low again and choose a side as you look away. Then bring back low and open to those first position arms. From here, choose a side again and open to the side, looking to the right in my case. I'll draw a little circle with my wrist here, then reach long overhead. Fingers finish over top of the head. Then look to the other hand and side bend in that direction. And enjoy a lovely, lovely side bend. Then open to the side, Set that arm down, little scoop of the neck across to the other hand, and same thing. A circle at the wrist, reach long and away, those armpits stay down, look to the other hand, and just a nice little side bend there, Lauren, looking real good between two panes of glass, or maybe you're a piece of toast today. Either or, don't get burnt or don't get smudged. Then reach those fingers allongé style, and then bring down to the first. A little quicker, but again, bring to the front. Open to the side, a little wrist circle on one, reach long, reach overhead, connect the fingers overhead, and side bend and breathe. And then looking at it overhead, scoop the neck, other side, wrist circle, towards overhead, fingers connect, lengthen out, breathe, and embrace that lovely stretch. And then to the side, reach the fingers away, and finish back in the preparation position. That's a hard word to say. Preparation position.
Preparation.
Lauren had one more idea for squiggly, hipply,
and it was perfect
funny
because
legs.
Ian did some jetés there. So we went forward, back in our hips. We went a little side to side, loosey-goosey. We're going to revisit the side to side. From our first position, let us pull the knee up. Then it's going to cross the body. I might just have to do this in fast motion. There we go. Okay. So we're going to lift the leg like a jeté or a little higher kick as we get going. Then it's going to come down. It'll start to bend and cross the body. It'll open up, kick, lift, bring it down, come across the body, open up, kick, lift. As we do this, we could get a little bit flowier, kicking to the side, bringing the knee across the body, pointing that foot out, breathing for one more, keep the stability in that upper body, and then finish with that close. Whew. Excellent. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So we're thinking side and across, side and across. Here we go. We'll lift up. We'll cross the knee. We'll open it, kick it, point it, connect to the floor, feel the foot connection across the body, open, kick, pull, across, point, pull, knee across, kick, pull. Good. Repeat a couple times here, keeping that knee straight as it comes down, and then it'll bend open. Straight as it comes down. Last one or two here. Finish. Give that a little shake.
Amazing. One more set of those tendu exercises with our plie this time. Start with those hands down low, feet in first. Look away. Open that book to the first position arms and reach to the side, always finishing tall. We'll plie, we'll tendu, we'll keep the leg out and stretch. We'll close, we'll tendu front, return to first. Plie, tendu, leave the leg wide, pull in, repeat. A tendu and then a plie, reach back. A stretch, a close, reach tendu back to first, a plie to the side, a full stretch, and close. Let's repeat that same pattern here, jeté. Plie squat, jeté, stretch, close, jeté, close, plie, jeté, stretch, close, jeté, close, plie, reach back, full stretch to close, back, close, plie, side, stretch, close. Like last time, let's hold that low position, perhaps get up to that passe position, and again, challenge those single leg balances, finishing with the toes crushing down and the toes pointing down on that elevated leg, and then arm to side if you can, finish back into that first position. Let's repeat that from the other side as well.
Don't forget to finish with that jeté, Ian, on straight side leg.
En quoi? We didn't do en quoi?
Yeah, but then you missed the last one.
Ooh, that's why we're here as a team, to help us and you keep it together. And I thought Lauren couldn't count. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
Oops.
So arm in that low position, reach side, reach low, first and side. It's our plie, a tendu,
Oops, right.
a stretch, and close.
Got excited.
Tendu front, close. Plie, lengthen, and leave it there and close. Pull, together, plie, and reach. Keep it back, bring it under, reach back, and close. Plie, side, keep it there, return. Same thing,
Keep it there.
keep it there. See, there's why Lauren's here. Same thing on the jeté. We'll plie, we'll jeté. We'll stand, we'll close. Jeté to finish. Return to the side. Leave it there and close. Out to the side and close. Plie, reach back, stretch, close. Reach back and in. I'm going to get this right. It's a plie.
2 of them.
It's a jeté, a stretch and close, a jeté and close, and then pull up. Stay at that ankle. Stay on a flat foot. Challenge yourself in passe, and here we go. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Maintaining that composure. Out to the side, perhaps that plie, and stretch to finish. All right, back to the core, Lauren. Take it to the floor.
We'll get back to that bear position, and just as we did in the plank, we'll be removing a foot to become a 3-pointed bear. Let's get back to that telescope. So long spine as you reach forward, and then end up rolling into that forward fold. You fall over.
A little quick. Yeah, I had to keep it.
And then walk those hands down, and we'll end up in our bears with our hand under our shoulders, knees under hips, toes tucked. Create that tension and hover those knees off the floor. Keep the tension on the abs as you point a foot, flicking the floor away. Nothing changes. 3, 2, switch. As you do this, if you had a bowl of water on your back, it's not spilling or sloshing anywhere. Breathe and switch. One more time on each side. Hold and switch. Hold. And now back to a 4-point bear for 3, 2, tailbone tips to the ceiling, hips lift. Walk yourself back together, and then slowly unfold yourself up to tall. Head is last to land again.
We'll save that last port de bras, that rib roll, for just a second. We'll turn the bar for 2 quick exercises. One is very quick, and the other is just nice and slow. We'll finish the quick part today with our dégagés or jetés to the side. It's 8-8, 4-4, 2-2, with or without those hands on the bar.
2-2, 4-4, 8-8 again.
You got it. Climbing back up. Thank you for that additional cue. Always a help. Reach the arms outside if you're in center. Then first position arms and out to the side. We'll go on the and. So 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, you got it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4 and 3, stability. 1, mobility the other.
4,
now 2 and 2 and 1, 1, 1. I made that up.
Yes, you did.
But we're moving back up. We'll start with our 2s. We'll start on the and. 3, 2, 1, and 2, 2. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe I added 1 there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and close. Excellent. That concludes the fast practice today. We'll have one more slow drill, and for that, let's just go back to that bar. Getting into it with a little bit of a plie. So start with that arm preparing, reach out to the side, plie, arm out front, leg out front, arrive at the side together. Now let's round around or circle the hip here as you reach from the back to the front, side back to the front, one more full circle to the front, ending up in the back. Keep the legs straight to first, then plie and reach forward, and now slowly circle around. You could lift that foot up, very little load on that leg. Full stretch. Perhaps take that arm out front, arabesque, and lift up that back leg with a straight knee. Then leg down and open the leg the other way this time, from the back side front. The toes lead back, the heel stays forward. 2 more complete revolutions here. Front, side, finish with this in the front. Then pull back, plie, reach back, and now on the plie, out to the front. Full stretch, lift the leg, perhaps find again that passe's position, and again, demi-point releve style, hold for balance, make sure you can breathe, and we're always having fun here. And then arrive together, perhaps a plie, and stretch. That's one side down, you have one more side to go. We practice stability, practice mobility, always having fun and challenging our brains and bodies, always. So, hand low, reach wide. It's a plie, leg out front, arm out front, arrive at the side together. and then circle to the back, heel front, toe back, toes back, heel front. One more full circle. We'll go to the front one last time, end up in the back. It's straight legs to first, the plie from there, and reach out front. And then circle the leg, loading up that one, and beautifully reaching with the other. Full stretch, hand to front, and perhaps lift that leg out the back. Then tap down and open to the side, and from the side to the front to the back, and side and front and back. And one more time all the way around here, from the back to the side to the front. Let's keep it there. Then pull through, plie, reach back, and on that plie, look to reach your partner's hip, foot out at the side. Full stretch, lift off, arrive in passe together, and last time here, challenging that balance. Stiff legs at the knees, full bum cheek squeeze. There's always that list, struggling with it in my head at the moment, but then reach to the side, plie together, and finish nice and tall. That's it for me. One more move from Lauren here, and then it's just a lovely day at the bar.
We will conclude this practice with our rib roll. So in the previous drills, we've been keeping our upper body stationary and moving our lower body. Here, we'll keep that belly button down nice and strictly straight and concrete and rotate around through that T-spine or cage. With our arm out in front, we'll prepare by flicking out the wrist, bringing it into first, and then that gentle flex. It's actually more preparation than first. Flex over. Rotate away from the bar with your upper body. Then dip your shoulders to the side corner. Reach the arm long, lifting it out and away. As you extend up through the back, you'll rotate to a new back corner, side bend over to it, and then roll through the cage to the front and grow up to tall. Let's repeat in the opposite direction. Gently flex on the rib cage. Rotate to the bar. Side bend to your back corner. Reach that arm up and over so it's in line with those shoulders. Extension out the back. Reaching long. Side bend, reaching over to your new back corner. And then rolling through the cage and growing up to tall. Let that go. Give it a little wiggle and we'll repeat on the other side. So light grip on the bar, either in parallel or in first, but not in between. Light arm in front. Gentle forward flexion. Rotate away from the bar. Side bend dip. Reach that arm long to the back corner. Then keep reaching out the back as you extend up and over. Rotate to the back corner. Other side, side bend. Roll through the cage. Ending in front. And then up tall. Try to keep that chin tucked to keep the movement coming from the rib cage versus from the head. Again, flexion. Rotate to the bar this time. Side bend over those shoulders. Reach the arm up, you're on that diagonal. Then you'll extend out the back. Rotate to that new corner. Reach the arm long away as you side bend. Roll through the cage to center and stack up to tall.
It is that breath of fresh air in that port de bras rib roll, as well as through those hips throughout today's practice. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for sharing with us here live at 4 o'clock on Thursdays or in the archive thereafter.
On Saturday at 8 a.m. live Eastern Standard Time, we will play with our body weight strength by rolling around and progressing our handstand skills. Over the summer, that class will become 30 minutes, or more like 20, to progress your handstand strength. So it's handstand strength. So it doesn't it doesn't need a long time to get better at those practices.
Practicing with consistency and those Conlins, that's us. I'm Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And together we'll stay strong with our bars and bells. So thank you for joining. May you also stay strong, take care, and let's train soon. To our patrons, to you, thank you. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Until then, have a good day.
Goodbye.